of the hour. We'll get you out of here just in time to make those bets on those primetime games. And, that's what we do here on the drive-thru is we use our Pick Dogs cappers to give out live free sports picks on these primetime games. Take a look at our lineup for today's show. We've got Joe D'Amico joining us, as well Romanelli. We got Joe Duffy. Tony Brown on location. He's at one of the sports picks ready to fire. And we got Al McMorty with us as Rod Zawacki as well. All right, let's take a look at how they will line up for today. We got Duffy, D'Amico, McMorty, Brown, Romanelli. Ruffolo's a late scratch, Zawacki, and then I will go ahead and close this one out. A lot of picks on tap for today, guys, and we're going to go ahead and get this show started. And let's go ahead and welcome Joe Duffy into the show. Duffy, you'll find him over at Pig Dogs. He's doing very well if you look over at the leaderboards top past 7 days. Joe, how you doing today?
Yeah, knock on wood, things are going in the right direction. My injury report said that Chris Ruffolo is doubtful for tonight, so obviously I got some good information out there. We got some of that good information tonight in the NBA as well.
Absolutely good information there, no doubt. Keep an eye on those injury reports in the NBA key to winning. All right, Joe, let's take a look at your game tonight. 7:30 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass channel will have the Hawks hosting the Boston Celtics. With the Celtics here, road favorites here of 2, total 223.5.
Yeah, we have a pretty nice system, and if you're familiar with SQL, any of the viewers, it's using SQL language, but basically what I do is I take the points per game and then compare it to what the point spread is and the straight-up records, and have a system that is able to isolate an overvalued home team and an undervalued road team, and that applies tonight. 365, 196, and 11 for 65.1%. As you know, road favorites, I say it time and time again, the NBA is the one and only sport that I actually do like road favorites because that's the way the facts guide me. Away favorites off of a loss under very specific circumstances that apply in this game, 846, 673, and 24. And like I said, after consulting with a guy I've known in this industry for a long time, we've isolated really only 2 of all the programs out there that do the simulations, 2 that stand head and shoulders above the rest. Each of them do 10,000 simulations. The one that has been the most accurate has Boston covering 68% of simulations, and our second best simulator has the Celtics covering 61.5% of the time, and that's actually pretty good for them. They don't go over 60% all that much, so everything's pointing towards Boston minus the 2 W marks, the center square.
All right, Joe Duffy coming here on the Celtics, laying the 2 here against the Atlanta Hawks. All right, Joe, looking at this matchup, how much do you factor into current form here? Looking how horrible this Atlanta defense has been.
Yeah, they've been atrocious. In fact, watch the end of that game last night. Man, oh man. I think you and Chris Ruffolo and I could have played better defense on that at the end of that game than the Hawks did. But usually really recent form, I think, if anything, maybe at times we overreact to that. Now, I do hope that the Hawks' horrific defense does stay to recent form tonight, where, that'll be great. But I do think that Boston is a lot better than they've shown this year. They've been a team, they're actually, under 500 straight up. They've got a little bit better than 500 talent. So it's more so of saying that Boston is much better than their form has been lately. But, yeah, I would love for the Hawks to play defense like they did, was it last night or 2 nights ago against Cleveland?
Yeah, against Cleveland, no question about that. I do know Atlanta has been banged up. I know you're looking at Collins, Hunter, and Cam Reddish day to day, and Hunter's a scorer there, so there's definitely some issues there with the Atlanta Hawks on the scoring side. All right, Joe, let's take a look here tonight at Pig Dogs Premium. You're doing very good work here. Look at the past 7 days, approaching 800 units of profit. Good card from the NBA. We got college hoops. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, like I said, everything really kind of got back to normal as soon as 2021 came into play. Everything's been going right for us. Our systems, some of the systems that have been sizzling hot, they applied tonight. In fact, one is about 400 games above 500 overall, 23-4 this year. It applies twice tonight. 5 NBA winners are up at Pick Dogs from Joe Duffy, and they all begin at 7:30 Eastern or later, and I think all but one begin at 8 Eastern or later.
All right, big card from Joe Duffy over at Pig Dogs Premium, big NBA card. Get on board with it. You see the numbers there, plus 785 units. That's all documented past 7 days. You go to Joe's profile page over at Pig Dogs Premium. You'll see the plays. Of course, a good time to pick up his one-day pass. And, of course, take your winnings tomorrow and upgrade to one of those long-term passes. See what he's got available, that 3, 7, and 30-day all-sports pass. You'll get every play that Joe releases over at Pig Dogs Premium. You set the terms there on the side. All right, Joe, as always, great having you here on the show. And let's you have yourself a great night, and we will talk with you in a couple days.
I will talk to you, gentlemen.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue here on the show, and now it's time. Let's see what we got up next. All right, we're going to go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and welcome Joe D'Amico here to the drive-thru. Let's go ahead and cue him up right now. Let's see, we got him. Here we go. Joe, how you doing? How things going in Vegas? You're looking really sharp today, Joe.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Vegas is heating up, 75 degrees. You know, I love it. This is a time of year. We're right around the corner from March Madness, around the corner from baseball. We've got NBA. We've got college basketball. We've got hockey. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger or better than this for ourselves, people in this industry that lead the industry, and for our followers out there on the Pick Dog Show. It's just a great time of year, Tony.
Absolutely great time of year here as we're hitting into getting out of winter, getting close to spring here. We got getting the hoops are starting to heat up, getting closer and closer to March Madness. We got a lot of things going on here on the hardwood from the pros tonight. Here, this game is interesting. Here, this is your ESPN late night game at 10 Eastern time, doubleheader game. Utah Jazz to host the LA Lakers. Utah laying 9 here, total 218.5.
Tony, I have to take a moment for a personal note. I'm always honored to be here on my favorite show with some of my favorite people in the world. Today's show, particularly special for me. I get to be on the same panel as one of my oldest friends, Big Al McMorty. I'm honored to be on the panel with him. Guys, if you want to know how long I know Big Al, since I had hair and he was known as Medium Al, that's how long we've been friends. He is one of my favorite people in the world, let alone in this business. I'm honored to be here with him. And yes, we have another free play tonight. And Tony, if you and our folks out there watching are keeping count, my drive-through free pick record, 44-16. Guys, if my free plays hit it over 73%, what do you think my premium plays are going to do for you? Just like me, though, I want to keep the analysis tonight short and sweet. Yes, the number 2 and number 3 contributors for LA, Davis and Schroeder, are both out. And yes, Utah certainly deserves all their praise. But, and you all know how much I like a very big but the Lakers know they will be facing the Jazz in the postseason and surely don't want to give them the mental edge by folding here, making this game easier or not putting up a fight. Giving LeBron James almost double digits is a mistake. Now, I'm not saying LA will get off their 3-game straight-up schneid, but I am saying they will get off their 3-game against the spread schneid. Take the Lakers, and you will take your bookmakers' money tonight, guys.
All right, Joe D'Amico say here, take the Lakers here against this Utah Jazz team. A big number here. You're getting 9 with LeBron James and company in this one. All right, Joe, let's take a look here at what's going on over at Pick Dogs Premium with Joe D'Amico on the Lakers plus the 9. All right, good card tonight from the NBA ESPN doubleheader. Look at your numbers here, past 7 days. I know you've been delivering here on the show with a fantastic record, but let's take a look here. Past 7 days, over 760 units of profit. That's all documented. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, Tony, as you mentioned, one of the hottest cappers on the planet for months now. 12-4 NBA run in premium plays, 26-7-1 college basketball run. Now, I want our people out there to know I don't have any plays left on the board tonight, but I'm not going to let them leave empty-handed. Right now, exclusively at Pick Dogs, I have discounted packages on both my pro and college hoop seasons, including, Tony, I put up a special 3-day package only at Pick Dogs. Right now, just for 3 days, a huge discount on the rest of the NCAA basketball campaign. It comes to like $7 a day. Folks, join me for this 3-day special and have the best March Madness you ever had.
You will get on board here with Joe D'Amico. You see the numbers here, 760 units of profit past 7 days. That is all documented. When you go to Pick Dogs Premium, you check out his profile page. Those plays are documented. They're transparent. You can see every play he's released on the site. Get on board with that 1-day pass and, of course, take those winnings. Make the upgrade to long-term. That's the best value over at Pick Dogs Premium is that long-term pass. All right, Joe, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll be talking to you in a couple days.
Tony, thank you for having me. Everybody in the panel, good luck tonight. And everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
Have a winning day indeed. Joe D'Amico here on the drive-thru. All right, guys, just a reminder here, if you would subscribe to our channel, free picks every day. Of course, it all gets started with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod, you got Chris, you got Brian Bittler. They get it started. And of course, you got those 2 YouTube premium shows in between. Those are great values, and you can check Pick Dogs Premium for the details there. Or sometimes we get a link there on the chat room. We'll see if we get that up there. And of course, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-thru. And of course, it's Wednesday, so that means following us at 7 Eastern time. It's the MMA show, so check that out. And of course, you know, there's a lot of spot shows with these MMA shows because, you know, they'll have pregame shows, postgame shows. So check that out and set those notifications so you're notified of course, when we're on the air live with content. Of course, remember, a reminder to everybody, be sure to give us that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate that. That helps us increase our audience, so that thumbs up is appreciated. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-through. Now we're going to welcome, well, someone you see who's number one this year at Pig Dogs Premium, and that is documented over at the site. It's Al McMorty. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Let's go ahead and bring him in and say good evening here to Al. Al, how you doing today?
Doing good. I just hope we can get through this before my dog goes crazy. I have a feeling he's going to begin to bark pretty soon. So.
All right. Well, I know you got a dog barking here. We got at 8:30 Eastern time. We might have two dogs barking. We got Miami, Florida Hurricanes to host Florida State. We got Florida State, the road favorite here, 11.5 total, 143.
Yeah, on the surface, Tony, this looks like a complete mismatch. Florida State 9-2 in ACC conference play. Miami Hurricanes near the bottom with a 3-12 conference record. The Hurricanes were just annihilated by Georgia Tech, 87-60, and that was a home game as well. And then 4 weeks ago, Miami was blown out by Florida State, 81-59. So it really doesn't look good for the home team here on the surface, even though they are catching double digits. But one of the things I like to do is look at revenge. And ACC conference teams are now 20-3 ATS as an underdog if they lost by 25 or more points in their previous game, and if they have revenge from a 22-point or worse defeat in the previous meeting that season versus their opponent. So that's one reason I really want to take the double digits with Miami. Another is that revenge-minded ACC teams are 72-48 ATS at home if they're playing a conference opponent that has a conference win percentage of 789 or better. And then Miami's terrific at home off an ACC loss. They're 15-4 ATS. They're also 38-16 ATS as double-digit underdogs. So I'm going to hold my nose and take the double digits with the home team here.
All right, Al McMorty here. We'll take the home team here, Miami, plus the 11.5 against the Florida State Seminoles here. Of course, those Seminoles team, they're pretty tough here. But Al, like as you said, it's just a lot of points to give Miami, right?
Well, there's a reason. I mean, Miami, they have a lot of players that are out. They're playing, I think, with 2 walk-ons in their, 7-man rotation. So, there's a reason why they're getting double digits. But I'm going to just, look at history as my guide and take the points with the Hurricanes.
All right, Alan. Actually, this one you can find 12. So I would do my shopping right now. There are 12s, plenty of 12s out there in the marketplace. So shop and get the best number right now here with Miami, Florida at plus the 12. All right, Al, let's take a look here. What's going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? You're doing fantastic work here. Over 2,700 units of profit. Number one documented at Pig Dogs Premium. We see the sports, college hoops, NHL, NBA, and the positive. What you got going on over at the site tonight?
Yeah, off a nice day yesterday, we had a big, ugly underdog yesterday with Iowa State. They almost got the outright victory over Baylor, but they easily covered the 23.5-point spot. Today, I'm featuring my SEC conference game of the month. I also have in hockey my NHL game of the month. We cast our NHL game of the month in January with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now we've got our NHL game of the month for February. We are 17-8 this season on the ice, so don't miss my NHL top play for February. And then we have another play in the NBA as well. Yesterday, cashing our NBA game of the week on the Clippers. So good stuff on this Wednesday. Or better yet, join for a week or a month to get all of our award-winning selections for a discounted price.
Absolutely. That's the best value over at Pig Dogs Premium is that long-term pass. Get on board with Al McMorty. You see number one documented over at Pig Dogs Premium. And, of course, that is all transparent. You go to his profile page. You'll see every play he's posted on the site, and it adds up there this year, plus 2735 units at the site. And, of course, his one-day pass, you can purchase that and make that upgrade if you'd like to that long-term pass. That's the best value over at Pig Dogs Premium is getting that long-term pass. All right, Al, it's always great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
And also, Tony, a shout-out to one of my favorite people, Joe D'Amico. Everything he said about me, I'll say about him. He's a great guy. I've known him for about 20, 25 years now.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe D'Amico, great to have him on and you as well on the show. All right, Al, we'll talk with you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, Al McMorty here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. Now it's time to bring on someone who's red hot as well, and that's Tony Brown. He's on location. He's in one of those casinos ready to bust the bookies in the sports books. And let's go ahead and bring him on right now. He's masked up. Of course, he was inside the casino last I saw him. So let's see if he's still there. Tony Brown, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Tell him, man, you guys got to get to me earlier so I can get that mask off.
All right. No question about that. We will. All right, Tony Brown, let's go ahead and get that. Let's take a look at the game we're going to be covering today. It's the Pacers hosting the Warriors, with the Pacers laying 2, total 232. This one 7:30 Eastern time, and this game will be televised over on ESPN. So we got to getting you both games of the doubleheader tonight. So we got game 1 here with Pacers and Warriors. Tony Brown.
Yeah, I like the Warriors in this spot for sure. The Warriors got really downplayed because of the injury to Clay, you know what I mean? Even without Clay, they still have a big 2 with Draymond and Steph, you know what I mean? And not just any big 2. These are Olympic All-Stars, gold medalists, you know what I mean? They have a pretty decent team still. And James Wiseman returned. I like him as an outside candidate for Rookie of the Year. I know LaMelo's doing his thing over there in Charlotte, but Wiseman is outstanding, man. So the Warriors are, you know what I mean, they're okay, and I wouldn't downplay them as bad as people been downplaying them just because they don't have play. I think they pick up the win tonight. Not only that, you have your classic issue over here: rest versus rust. The Pacers haven't played in a week, you know, due to all these COVID protocols and all that crazy stuff. They haven't played a basketball game in a week, so you know, is it rest? Are they going to come out rested and beat the Warriors? Or is it rust? This is the NBA. You can't just take it a week off and then get right back to business. You just got to get back to basketball strength. You know what I mean? You can't practice speed. I know they've been practicing, but in this spot, I love the Warriors. I don't even need the 2 for insurance, but I like them on the money line right here.
All right, Tony Brown looking here at the Warriors +2, and he'll sprinkle some money line action here with the Golden State Warriors. All right, you're looking at your Golden State Warriors pick. Something to note here about this Pacers team. You know, they don't have T.J. Warren. He's 15 points per game. They traded away Oladipo. He's 20 points per game, and of course they got LeVert, but LeVert can't play, so that's 35 points out of the lineup there for the Pacers.
Right. Now, see, this is the thing. Like, as a fan or like an average bettor, you just think, oh, this is a lock. They lock all those. You know, they lost 35 points, whatever. I'm just looking at it more of the rest versus rust because the second man up, I love betting on that. You know what I mean? I've been on the bench. I've been saying I'm better than Oladipo. I've been saying I'm better than Warren. And they're getting rid of coaches and stars like we're going to shine. But after 7 days, like I said, it doesn't matter. You can't practice NBA game speed. So they're going to come out a little bit slow. And the Warriors are still the Warriors. They're just minus Clay. Not that to say Clay is, you know, any old guy, but they're just one guy. They're not like a horrible team where they should be +2 to a Pacers team that's been off for a week. Like, and Wiseman still right here.
Yeah, on the money line. And Wiseman off the injury report. He's off the injury report, so maybe we'll see action tonight.
Yeah, he was active in their last game last night.
Yeah.
This is the second of a back-to-back for him. He scored 16 points in just 14 minutes, and that was him getting acclimated. Now he's going to be ready to go. And the Pacers been off 7 days. They're going to be trying to get acclimated. They weren't even playing that good before they went on this COVID break. They were like 4-6, and you know what I mean? So the break and everything, I like the Warriors in this spot a lot.
Tony Brown on the Warriors.
The Warriors.
Absolutely. I'm a Lakers fan. That's a lot to say there. All right, Tony Brown.
I really like the line because I try to bet against those guys anytime I can.
No doubt about that. Warriors +2 against Indiana Pacers. He also likes the money line in this one. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look here. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? Over 1,400 units of profit past 30 days. You're killing it over there in NBA and in NHL. A big card tonight, NBA college hoops, some NHL out there. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Tonight I got my hump day triple play. We got the best play from the NBA, the NHL, and NCAA. So it's not like I'm trying to pick 3 teams out of one sport and be Nostradamus. My best play on the board from all 3 leagues. You can get that on my hump day triple play. And then we got everything from the weekend warrior to the serious gambler to like sports investor. Daily, weekly, monthly, 7-day passes, whatever you need, man. And the results speak for themselves. You just look numbers. I don't win every game, but I'm winning way more than I lose. We're up for the month, the week, the year, and just come check me out if you're serious about making money betting sports.
Making money betting sports with Tony Brown. You see the numbers there, over 1,400 units of profit. The 1-day pass available right now for you to purchase over at Pig Dogs Premium. And then Go over that 30-day all sports path with Tony Brown right now and get on board. Every play he releases, that would be NBA, college hoops, NHL. We're getting that will get you well into March Madness here, the start of it for that 30-day pass, and then renew it again, and you'll be covered into April. So that's the best way to go with Tony Brown over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Tony, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and you're back tomorrow.
Yeah, this was a fill-in day for me. You know, you can catch me every Tuesday and Thursday. I got to fill in today, so we'll make it 3 days in a row. And the last time I did 3 days in a row, we had 3 hits in a row. So let's cash in again. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, Tony.
All right, Tony Brown, back tomorrow. Have a great night. Tony Brown doing very well over at Pig Dogs Premium, so keep an eye on him and get on board with one of his passes over on the premium side. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Before that, remember those thumbs up, those likes. Keep them coming, guys. Help us build our audience. We greatly appreciate it. More picks coming. All right, let's go ahead and bring in Ron Romanelli. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's also on the weekend shows in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch and company. Ron's going to take a look at the game on ESPN2 tonight in college hoops. A really good SEC contest between Arkansas and Alabama. So let's go ahead and bring in Ron Romanelli right now, and let's bring him in. Ron, how you doing today?
Hey, Tony, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I love this game right here you got on ESPN2, 9 Eastern time. Arkansas to host Alabama. You know, this open Alabama 1. Now we got to change the favorites here. Arkansas laying 2, total 158.
Yeah, like you said, this is one of the most anticipated SEC games of the year with Alabama and Arkansas. Alabama did win the first meeting between these two teams by the score of 90-59, but I do like the Razorbacks of Arkansas to find revenge at home. The Arkansas team that lost by 31 on January 16th has left the building as Arkansas is red hot and winners of 4 straight games. Those wins include road victories over Kentucky and Missouri and home wins over Florida and Mississippi State. Arkansas has scored an average of 76 points per game in that stretch, and they're only allowing 67.5 points per game on defense. Arkansas also holds the advantage in the rebounding game in this one. Alabama is ranked 218th in defensive rebounding, according to KenPom, while Arkansas is ranked 44th in offensive rebounding. So a big advantage there for the Razorbacks on the glass, and that could be the difference maker here. Alabama is the favorite to win the SEC tournament in March, but where we have seen the Crimson Tide struggle recently is on the road. I mean, Alabama has taken 2 recent losses to Oklahoma and Missouri away from home, and that Oklahoma loss was when the Sooners were without a few key players in that game, so definitely not a great loss there. This should be a great game between 2 of the better teams in the SEC, but when it's all said and done, I like the hotter team at home to prevail, so I'll take Arkansas and I'll lay the points with the Razorbacks.
All right, Ron Romanelli with Arkansas laying it 2 against Alabama. You're very confident with this Arkansas team around the hoop, around the bucket here against Alabama. Yeah,
like I said, Alabama, they have had a great season so far, but they do struggle to rebound that ball, especially on the defensive side. Arkansas has got a few big guys under the basket that can really take advantage of that, find those second chance opportunities, and that could be the difference. Like I said, I think that the second chance looks for the Razorbacks could be more than enough to get the win here.
Yeah, and a really good coach there, a little bit of a coaching advantage you see there as well with the Razorbacks.
I think both coaches are great. I think Oates has done a great job with Alabama, but I think this is going to be a very tight game, and it's good that we're laying only 2 points. I could see this like a 5-6 point win, but it could be tied at halftime. I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, so I'll lay in the 2 here. This Ron Romanelli here. This one 9 Eastern time. Watch it on ESPN2. All right, Ron. Good night of hoops. It's always Wednesday, so we got a lot of NBA, about 9 NBA games, a loaded card from college hoops and NHL. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yep, we had a nice week last week, and we're looking to build on that this week. My plays for tonight did go off already, but you can grab one of my long-term plans that give you the best bang for your buck. I plan on riding the heat wave into the rest of February, into March, so you want to make sure you're signed up with me long-term. So check me out on Pig Dogs Premium.
All right, guys, check out Ron Romanelli over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's approaching 200 units past 7 days. That's documented over on the site. He's got that 1-day pass. Get on board with that and make that upgrade to that long-term pass with Ron Romanelli. He's got 3, 7, and 30 days. That's the best value there on the side. All right, Ron, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. I know you'll be back with us next week, but you're on the weekend show with Mitch and Company at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Yep, I'm on the weekend show. Love doing those shows at 10 a.m., so check it out there on Saturday and Sunday.
Boy, that's a loaded show with all those college hoops games going mixed in with NBA. I'm sure they as well cover NHL. All right, have a great night. We'll talk to you next week.
Alrighty. Have a good one, Tony.
All right, everybody. Ron Romanelli here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue our coverage. By the way, if you miss any of the picks on the show, if you happen to sign in late, stay tuned for the end of the show because we'll recap every play. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue our coverage here on the drive-thru. It's time to welcome in the show Zawacki. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium, and he'll be on the morning show as well, every Monday through Friday, every day, I should say. He's there every day with Mitch and company. Rod, how you doing? On location.
Doing good, Tony. Doing good. We're on location here. Had to get some groceries, and had a nice appointment in Medicine Hat today. So, hey, look, my internet's clear.
Yeah, clear internet. And Medicine Hat, that sounds like a minor league hockey team.
It is, yeah.
Oh.
Medicine Hat definitely got their minor hockey team here. It's good action. Love watching the junior hockey here.
All right, so you are in driving distance for some good quality hockey. All right, Rod Zawacki, you're going to be looking at this one here at 9 Eastern time. The Phoenix Suns, Red Hot Suns, will be hosting Charlotte. Suns laying 9.5, a total 225.5.
Yeah, you bet in this one. The Suns have definitely been on fire. A bunch of O's. They're like 4-0 at home, 6-0 at home. The numbers are just crazy for the Suns here at home. But Charlotte, you look at Charlotte, this team has definitely not been bad. Charlotte off a loss has been even better. Charlotte on the road as a dog. They're 4-0 ATS there as a dog. Their last 4 on the road. They're also 20-9 as a dog on the road. Their last 29 games. But the one that stood out for me is this year is Charlotte off a loss of 10 points or more. When Charlotte loses a game and they lose it by 10 points or more, they have a huge bounce back. They're 6-0 ATS on the bounce back after a 10-point loss. So for me in this game here, I'm not going to lay the money line because I think the Suns probably win this game. But for me, Charlotte comes and gives them a good fight, and 9.5 is too many points. Take Charlotte in the points, as that's way too many points in this contest. Charlotte's coming here to give them a battle.
All right, Rod Zawacki here with Charlotte plus a 9.5 here against the Phoenix Suns. You do think here is just kind of inflation, the way the Suns have been shooting? I mean, these are some crazy numbers we've seen the past 5 days. 52% shooting, 47% from the three. That's not attainable. So you're looking for them to fall below averages.
Yeah, exactly. They've been playing a lot of hoops, and eventually you play back to your the back of your card, right? So they've been playing way above their head. And I think they've inflated this line up to it's too many points now. Now the value is lost with the Suns for me trying to lay 9.5 points. These are NBA teams. It's tough to lay teams. They don't win by double digits all the time. Definitely don't blow teams out. So I'm going to take the Charlotte plus the 9.5. I think it's too many. They win by like 6 or 7 points.
Yeah, when you look at the Charlotte's past 5 games, they're hitting 49% and 40% from 3, so they can shoot themselves back into the game and shoot themselves into a backdoor cover when you got those numbers, especially if Phoenix gets a lead and gets the foot off the gas in that fourth quarter. You got a team that's hitting nearly 50% from the field. They can actually get into the back door.
Exactly. They actually have a shot to win this game.
All right, Rod Zawacki here on the underdog Hornets at plus 9.5 against the Suns. All right, Rod, let's take a look at Pig Dogs Premium tonight. Great night of action here from college hoops, NBA. There's 9 games. What you got going on over at the site?
Yeah, great night of hoops action. I had a couple games go off the card already, but I was able to repurpose the package for you guys here on the drive-thru. I've got 3 college basketball. No, I got 4 NBA and 1 college basketball. We swept the board in the college hoops yesterday. Went 3-0. We went 2-1 in NBA. So we had a nice 5-1 day in our hoops action yesterday. Let's keep it going. I've got Rod's Wealthy Wednesday 5-pack there. All hoops, 4 NBA, 1 college basketball. Jump over to Pick Dogs Premium, grab that. That's going to be a huge winner tonight for you. Or even grab something long-term, 3-day, 7-day, 30 days. We're heating up on this hoops action as we get closer and closer to March Madness, where we're really going to kill it.
Absolutely. Razorbacks getting really hot right now on college hoops. Great time to get on board when there's 1-day pass or make that upgrade to long-term pass. You get that 30-day pass. It'll be every play that Rod releases at the site over at Pig Dogs Premium. NBA, college hoops, NHL. Of course, that gets you well into March Madness when you do that, especially those conference tournaments that are upcoming, Rod, because we know February just flies.
Yeah, I believe the first of the tournaments start on the 25th here coming up. So, a few days, and we've got conference tournaments kicking off. Love hoops.
That's right. Great time to get on board. Get on board with Rod Zawacki's long-term passes over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Rod, as always, great to have you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow. But more importantly, you're on in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch and Company.
Yeah, you have yourself a wonderful evening, Tony, and everybody else watching. Let's get ourselves a winner with the Charlotte Hornets and get off our two-game losing streak this week.
Let's do it. Let's get the Charlotte Hornets in at plus the 9.5. All right, have a great drive home, and we'll talk with you tomorrow. All right, Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with the show, and it's time for yours truly to come in with my pick. We're going to be looking at this one between Furman and Citadel at 7 Eastern Time. This one on the ESPN Plus networks. I'll tell you who we're going to take in this game right now. We're going to be looking at a total. We're going to be taking the Citadel and Furman to go under total of 159.5. And when you look at Citadel, they've gone under in 11 of their past 12. And in their past 5 games, they're shooting just 41%, but they're holding teams at 43% shooting. Furman, well, they're defending well in that span, holding teams at 41% shooting. You know, Bulldogs do a good job of defending threes, but near the bottom of the Southern Conference in offensive efficiency. Furman weekend conference hitting threes just at 32%. So I'm looking at this one, Citadel and Furman under total of 159.5 at this one to start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys, I've got a 3-pack right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. So check that out. And I also have long-term passes, a 3, 7, and 38 pass. Get that. Get on board here with my passes over at Pig Dogs Premium. And, of course, we got a 2-for-1 capper special, and that's at a reduced price. That's a great value, too, as well over at Pig Dogs. All right, now it's time to go ahead and recap the picks from today's show, and we'll see here. We can we'll see who we can get somebody wired up here in just a second. Here we got to make some adjustments. Chris Ruffolo is not in the show with us today, so I'm going to do this segment here solo. So let me go ahead and get everything set up properly because we did have a late scratch. We hope to have Chris back tomorrow. So give me just 1 second while I get this adjusted. All right, I think we're ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead and go in with the show recap. Here we go. All right, we started off here with Joe Duffy. Duffy was on the Celtics, laying the 2 against the Hawks. Joe D'Amico said, take the Lakers, lay the 9 against the Utah Jazz. Al McMorty, Miami, Florida, plus 11.5 against Florida State. Tony Brown, Warriors, plus 2 against the Pacers. Ron Romanelli says, take Arkansas, laying the 2 against Alabama. Chris Ruffolo, Marquette, plus 9.5 against North Carolina. That was Chris's pick. We got Chris's pick from him, so we're able to give it to you here on the show. He's on Marquette, plus 9.5 against UNC. Ron Zawacki, Hornets plus 9.5 against the Suns. Yours truly, I was on Citadel Furman to go under total of 159.5. Well, since I'm flying solo with this segment, I will tell you the pick that I like the best will be Joe Duffy's Celtics minus 2 against the Hawks. All right, we're back here tomorrow with another edition of the drive-thru. Tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I got a full show booked up, 8 cappers on, so it'll be a lot of picks here for that 6 p.m. Eastern Time start. And of course, it all gets started at 10 a.m. Eastern Time every day with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rob, you got Chris Ruffolo, Brian Bittler. So tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And by the way, following our show tonight, today's Wednesday, so it's MMA night, the MMA show at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So tune into that. And of course, the best way to listen to all the live shows here is subscribe to our channel. And of course, give us that notifications. You want to subscribe, set those notifications, because when you do that, when we go live with our shows, you get notified so you won't miss any of the action. All right, I'm Tony T. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's take a look at our cappers here for tonight's show. Let's give a wave goodbye. Good night, Al, and everyone else. Have yourself a great night, and we'll